Hello YouTube and welcome back, and this time we're inside the L200. Now if you remember on a previous video we were installing a battery box underneath what was the original rear seat to act as basically our leisure battery. So in today's video we're going to actually start wiring it all up. I'm going to show you how we go about the process of doing that. Now I've bought a kit from a company called Simply Split Charge. It was on eBay and I've got to say it's an absolutely cracking kit. It comes with everything you could possibly need to do the job. The instructions are extremely detailed but straightforward, easy to follow. I've come over to Paul's because you know this is where we do the videos, but I'd be perfectly happy as a relative newbie to all of this in installing this myself, because the guy literally tells you step by step what you need to do. It includes all the cabling, all the terminals, it includes your fixing points, nuts, screws, bolts, everything you could possibly need. You don't have to basically go out. It even comes with a drill bit for drilling holes, for fixing some mounts to cable tie your cable. That's how detailed and how well equipped this kit is. So I'll put the link in the description below. But we're going to start at this end with the leisure battery. So the first thing we need to do is we've got this 70 amp cable which is going to basically run all the way through and along the car to our battery at the front. So the first thing we need to do is we need to put a terminal on the end of this, which will connect up to the positive on our leisure battery, and then within say 250 mil of that, because you don't want your fuse too far from the battery, we're going to install a 60 amp blade fuse. Again, all of this comes with the kit, so we're going to install some terminals on that. Mine's actually fixed just inside this box, you can't probably see it. We're going to come out of that fuse, then we're going to come out, and then basically I run along here to the basically the actual split charger, the smart charger or the smart relay, which basically will let the charging start and stop depending on the condition of the battery in the front of the vehicle. So from there we go out, we run along the battery, and then we come out into the engine bay where we connect up to another fuse as we start to get near to the main battery in the front of the car. So follow along as we start to basically put the terminals on this, connect it all up. I've done the tedious bit, which is to actually run the cable in the first place, and we'll show you how straightforward this is to actually do this job. Okay, so this is our what's going to be our live feed from the main battery. This is what's going to be a feed for a separate fuse box I'm putting to run all the things that is going to be run from this auxiliary battery. I'm going to put a separate fuse board in here. That's basically going to be my earth lead to this new fuse board, and then what also comes in the kit is your main earth lead to actually earth your leisure battery. So we'll connect that then, and we'll just basically earth it down to some point, probably within the box or the body on the chassis. Okay guys, so we've been busy for the last half hour. So we've got obviously the main battery end now. We've been basically crimping all our terminals on, putting some heat sleeve on them. Everything again comes with the kit, including this protective sleeving that you can put around it. So we're starting at the battery end, where we're going to connect up to our live terminal on the battery. We then go to our first fuse. Come off that fuse, I've just basically attached this to the side of the actual main fuse box. It was the sort of easiest place to fix it. We come off that then, and I drop down to the chassis, where I go along the chassis, and I've popped up in it was a hole already in the L200 just underneath your passenger seat. So I've come up into there and then into where my back seats were. So we've then brought that live feed in underneath the passenger seat on an existing grommet that's there. We've come into this box section in the back, come along to basically our sort of smart charger. This is obviously going to control when it's going to be actually topping up the leisure battery. Come out of that then to again our next fuse, which is again close to the second battery, the auxiliary battery, and come off that, and then this will connect up to our live on the leisure battery. What we need to do now is earth our leisure battery. So we're going to basically use again the cable that's provided. So we're going to earth that. We're going to come out again, we're going to basically put ourselves an earthing point inside here. These two cables, this live and this earth, are going to be, as I said earlier, for our separate fuse board, which is going to run everything that we're going to run off this auxiliary battery. So almost there, a couple more cables now to crimp, do this earthing point, and then we'll connect it all up and see how it works. More observant amongst you might have noticed we've yet to fit an actual clamp on this battery, so we'll be getting to that at some point, so that we've got some kind of clamp or just a ratchet strap to hold this leisure battery in place. So guys, it's all in. Again, props to the company that I bought the charging system off, because absolutely everything comes with it. The instructions are really detailed. I'd have been perfectly happy to actually attempt this job on my own at home. It's certainly a sort of, you know, a DIY job with the instructions that come with it. Everything's wired in. We've just tested it. We're going to show you again. We'll test it, start it all up in a minute. All that remains now for me to do is work all of this out, because I've got a load of additional lighting. Got the switches all in the front panel, which is going to work the rear lights, side lights, roof lights, rock lights, interior lights. So all that's going to be put on a separate fuse board back down here. But now that this auxiliary battery is connected up and it's going to be charging when we're running the car, I can start work on this now once I get a few more bits and pieces. Very straightforward job to do. Everything's gone in nice and easy. I suppose the trickiest job of all is actually just running your cable through where you need it to run, keeping it all neat and tidy and making sure it's never going to be chafing anywhere. So that's the video today. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to click and subscribe below. I'm just going to start the car up. What you'll see is a little red light will appear on our split charger here, so you can tell it's actually working. And don't forget, stay tuned and carry on watching the videos.
And as you can see from that, the split charger works, and it's all gone in really nice and neat.